We do have a lot of at-risk youth. We have a lot of low-income families, extremely low-income families. Some of the youth that we've talked to, they, as shocking as it is, may have never left South Modesto. Our hope is that they choose positive things in their life by showing the youth that comes through our program love and compassion and educating them that there is more out there in life for them, that they can go to a college and have a great career, that they can travel the world if they would like to. Strengthening them not only physically but mentally and spiritually as well. I feel that that's something that's going to be with them for the rest of their lives, and it'll help them to not end up in making bad choices and ending up in a homeless shelter.
We realized 150 years ago that that a person is not going to be able to deal with their addiction or to deal with their homelessness if their stomach is grumbling too loud, or if they're too cold and they're shivering because they don't have clothes and all those things. And so the whole idea is take care of the basic needs first, and then people are much more open to the assistance that will help them get out of homelessness, get out of an addiction, mental health treatment, employment assistance, housing, whatever it is that contributes to their homelessness.
I served 4 years and 1 month in the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. The reintegration back into society was very difficult. I've struggled with addiction and being out on the streets homeless. You get into groups and support, then it becomes easier to talk about. Every day's a journey for me, and it's somewhere that we can all perform very well and actively in our community to get people back to the lives that they belong to and deserve.
I currently came out of incarceration. In the past, I never really had the stability of housing or somewhere to go, and it kept getting me involved in things I shouldn't have been involved in, and put me in with that revolving door in the system. I'm on track to start my future, and I thank Salvation Army for that. They saved my life.
I was in Bosnia, so my Marine tour was 7 years. Very long time ago, 1985 to 1992. I was homeless, and I found here. It set me on the path to financial freedom, spiritual awakening, just the openness of the people and the caring, and they do want to help and they do want to see you succeed. And it's great. It really opened up a lot of doors for me.
The last point in time count for Stanislaus County shows more than 1,900 homeless in our county. Of those 1,900, 1,400 homeless are right here in Modesto. We just decided, both the Salvation Army as a whole and the Salvation Army here in the Western United States, and my wife and I, who lead the Salvation Army here, that this was something that we have some experience in, and that we believed that there was something that we could do about it.
You'll see that it's called the Access Center Emergency Shelter on purpose, because this is not an effort just to have a place for people to stay. It's an effort to embrace people who are at risk or experiencing homelessness through programs, through outreach, through engagement, through community collaborations. We're grateful to the Stanislaus County Board of Supervisors, the City Council, all of our corporate partners, all of our community partners, for not accepting the idea that there's nothing we can do. In fact, our chairman of our board, Terry Withrow, inspires us all the time by saying, don't forget, doing nothing is not an option. And what you see here, what was started by the Salvation Army and joined by our local governments and our community partners, is about doing something.
Being low barrier just means that we get rid of those things that would normally stop someone from coming into a shelter. For example, here, one of the things that was problematic was the fact that most shelters don't allow animals. So what we've decided here was, again, with some behavioral guidelines, as we do allow animals. Every one of those little barriers that you get rid of, then it makes it low barrier, but it also increases the success rate of transitioning a person out of homelessness. Our goal isn't to provide free beds. Our goal is to put people in a location where that is conducive for them getting help, and this is how we realize is the best way to do it.